Okay. Should be live, and we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good anything you want to say. Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm, of course, your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, and joining me on my right, your left on the screen, we have found the bastard child of Kylo Ren, Finren, who has joined us today. Finren.
Kylo Finn.
Kylo Finn. However he has many names across the galaxy. How goes it?
Today, everyone blames Kylo.
Right. Okay.
I have a new friend for you, Ranger.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. Who's the new friend?
His name is Poop McGee.
Poop McGee?
Oh, for the love of God.
Yeah. That. All right, I'm gonna move on. Grim.
Poop McGee is the general.
Grim. Oh, Grim.
Well, I guess things could be worse.
They are worse. And my allergies are killing me right now. My eyes watering and it's itchy and I have to deal with this, man. It's Halloween.
I know, it's really crappy. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
God. So, happy... Are you doing Baby Shark in... Oh, my Lord. So anyway, welcome to the Lunch Stream, folks. This is where we talk shop and have fun and discuss Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. On the show, we have madness that will ensue, that we always have. A lot of cool new changes we had. We showed it off on the Wednesday night stream, and we still have that going on now, and I'll discuss that here in a second. But make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you shout out your name in chat so we can say hi to you. We like to say hi to everybody in the chat and give a wave and all that other stuff. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Housekeeping stuff. Make sure you also, if you have questions, we take questions here. Basically, we do what we do every day. We're going to do I'm going to suffer through mod depression, so that'll always be creamy. We will then do a roster review, like we always do, and then we will get your questions. If you have questions that you would like to pose to me and Grim and the mutant over there, all you need to do is put your question in the chat. We'll get those scooped up and we will get those read. So go ahead and get your questions in, which is always much appreciated. Now, a couple things. We do have some new fun things that are going on. You can see that we have, of course, Vader's Cup of Plenty is still there. But the cool thing is, once you donate, if we get to a certain donation mark, every time we get to $20 or more, or if somebody donates $20.01 or more and does a pickle extravaganza, we will do the Wheel of Commercials. That's right, we have a new wheel, the Wheel of Commercials. You can spin the wheel and we'll play a commercial for you. Any commercial you want, we can spin the wheel, or if you donate, if we get to $20 through donations, then of course, then we will just play a commercial randomly and spin the wheel. If someone donates, you have the option to either $20.01 to pick a commercial, or you can have us spin the wheel. So there you go. And so we've got that going. We've got our ACS stuff and everything else. I'll talk about that in a bit. But, I figured it'd be Halloween. I figured it'd be cool to show off one of our quick little commercials just to tease you guys a little bit. So let's do that. Let me get to one of these.
Embrace the pickle.
That's right. Embrace your pickle. That's what Kylo Finn has said. So let's do a commercial real quick. So everybody, here we go. So we'll do this one.
Reality Skewed Gamers has spent more than 1 year bringing you quality gaming entertainment and knowledge, and the RSG crew loves giving back to their fans. With the help of Brockfinity Productions, Reality Skewed Gamers wants to increase the cultural knowledge in addition to the gaming knowledge that their fans possess. So in a departure from the typical gaming information that they provide, we present to you a new segment for cultural growth, Around the World with RSG. Today, we'll explore the United States of America, an area known for its great landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty, the Seattle Space Needle, and of course the theme park that everyone loves, Disney World. Grande Patron will take you through the United States of America today. Grande, take it away.
The chicken is in the corner. I want to catch that damn thing. What do I have to catch with? You think if I threw a jacket over it?
And that concludes this episode of Around the World with RSG.
That's right, I decided to bring Around the World again and have Grande, the chicken lover himself, make an appearance, even though he's not here. So, let's see who's out there in chat in TV land, and we'll get to the other stuff here in a little bit. We'll discuss everything that's on the sites for ACS and other things. So Zem420 was it says first, so they were the first one here. Thank you, Zem420. Utah says happy Thursday. I'll hope things are very well. Crazy busy today, so it might be in the background a bit. That's all right. We'll bring you that quality entertainment, or wait a minute, SQD, semi-quality.
Spread your S to D.
Yeah, what Potato Head said.
Pickles out.
Yeah, whip out your pickles and all that good stuff. All right, Briers Agon says hello. Hey, B. Sniff8 says, what's up? Hey, what's up with you, homie? Jason Krulik says hello. Hey, Jason. McHealth19 says hello there. Hello, McHealth. Utah says, Grim, the day is closing in. Oh, yes, it is. Foreigner says hello there. Hey, Foreigner. Hello there. Moss Mike says good morning. Darth Vader 87 says hello. Zen420 says sup, skewers. What's up with you, buddy? BJ Finlay says good morning. Hey, BJ. Slab Meathead says just skew it. Yep, just don't dick around. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight there and skew it. Dolby's here. Dolby 6406 says hello, everybody. Him and Henry Potter are here. Shadowville, my H-Town brother says howdy, y'all. Ray Rock says good snowy morning, skewers. Makwa says good afternoon. Portugal says skewed Halloween time. Yes, it's already skewed. Yeah, it's Kylo Friend. Yeah, Shadowville, that's a good call. Slapmeathead says LOL. Foreigner says right. Yeah, that's pretty much my complete feeling on it. It's not good. Yeah. So, Matt Bailey with his wonderful greeting says, gracious good morning, gentlemen. Glad to have you here, Matt. Rooster says, release the relish Kylo Finn. Well, he doesn't have any relish, but we do have Kylo Finn. Foreigner just laughing. Portugal says, is that a GG voice modulator? It is, apparently. Utah says, yeah, Utah says, the way my day has been going, I expected this. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. Matt Bailey says, that's amazing. Ray Rock says, a little too early for Christmas song, isn't it? Not really when it comes to Finn. He has no boundaries.
McGee does what he wants.
Well,
that
yeah.
Is what he is.
It's a shitty thing to do, and Finn did it. So.
Hoops McGee is from the dark side.
Well, he's from someplace that's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Rock says, I'll go read that. Doc Eric says, so that happened. Yes, it did. Skywalker Vader, Canadian brother from another mother, says, hey, good afternoon, everyone. Did Finn break into the Halloween candy early? I sure did. He ate some of that maple syrup you sent him. Moss Mike says, Finn has achieved his final evolution as RSG's Supreme Leader. Mike, you are on crack. I don't even know why you would say such a thing. There's only one Supreme Leader here, and it's me, Palpatine, you fiend. Foreigner, LOL. Rooster, I always knew Finn was full of chit, C-H-I-T. Says, hi, Finn. Black Mamba says, happy Halloween, everyone. My work allows us to dress up for work. I came as a stormtrooper and walked into the office blasting the Imperial March theme song. That is fantastic, Black Mamba. I love it. Suicide Squad says, good morning. Hey, Suicide Squad. Stanky Stank says, what's up, everyone? Teelaman92, this says, that's sick, Black Mamba. Yeah, I think that is very sick. Ouchie Girl. Ouchie definitely says, Kylo Ren, oh my god, I'm such a huge fan. She is a big fan of you, Kylo Finn.
She loves
Nah, they can't get enough of the Kylo Finn.
Pickle.
It's
all about the pickle.
The pickle, yes. Black Mamba says, ha ha ha, I brought a Star Wars Nerf gun too and shot some people on my way in. That's what I'm talking about. Ouchie says, lots of hearts, says, I love you, Kylo. Oh, Lord, you've got a fangirl now there, Kylo Finn.
Pickle is out.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it works. Danilo Papaya says, hello there. You just said it would have made it funnier if it showed Grande actually chasing a chicken. Yeah, we don't have that actual footage. We just have the live voice commentary. So,
Actually, all we need to do is find a video of somebody chasing a chicken and then put it to the Benny Hill theme, and then
right?
There you go.
Doc Ariok says, a squire of Ren. Yes, he is. Let's see here. Buzzsaw VG says, hello there. Cantina Energy Hoarders. Yes, that's indeed. Nick Creato, that's a new one, says, hello, crew. Sorry about your loss, Ranger. No, it's all right. You know, I was thinking about this last night. You know, the Washington Nationals, congratulations to them. I felt good for the Washington Nationals because I was there in 2017 when you've not won a World Series as a franchise, or it's been like forever. You got to give it the Washington fans. I'm happy for them. So it was great. It was great.
It's a good attitude, Ranger.
What, Kylo Ren? I can't understand a damn thing you're saying, man. Talk
of the light side.
Did you just say something about light side with me? I will choke a bitch, man. Don't you ever say that to me again, Kylo Finn. How just says Kylo? There's a huge poop on your bed.
Yeah.
That's Poops McGee. He's my general.
There's a huge poop on your bed, Finn.
It is.
Finn, someone took a poop on your bed.
That's Poops McGee. He's Pork McFadden's new friend.
Oh, God. Tim Biddard, Spaceman Tim says, Spaceman Tim is falling back after a hiatus for real life stuff. We are glad to have you back, my friend. Siddharth Verma says, weaken your squad arena squad. So we can do that. Matthew 1908 says, good afternoon, everyone. Already early weekend here. Nice. Jucifer 912 says, good afternoon, skewers. Hey, Jucifer. Gap Pete says, hi, skewers. WTF. Someone has broken into Finn's bedroom. No, that's Finn's other alternative. He has many alternate personalities. This is just one of them. So, let's see. That's a question from Ouchie. Let's see. Good old Rick says, I dressed up as syphilis. I don't know how well that went over.
It probably went over real well.
Well, did
contagious.
anybody dress as penicillin to counter the syphilis spreading in the office? What else? That's a question. He says, I'll post a picture in your Discord. Finn, if you can, if that's in there, find it, and I'll post it. What else?
Let it be known that RSG is willing to post pictures of syphilis on their stream.
Brought to you by good old Maurice and Operation Metaverse.
I don't think he wants this tied with Operation Metaverse at all.
Yeah. What else? 73. It says Mash Uguna. I think I said that right. Maybe I said it wrong, but yes. Hello to you. What else? 73. Moss Mike says, because of course the porg is friends with a poop.
Not so tasty now, is he?
Yeah, I know it tastes like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's science.
Ooh, God. All right. Good Lord. All right. So let me switch the view here. Let's get to the game. It is now time to suffer mod depression. That's right. Oh, shout out to Maz Kanata, the lovely Maz Kanata. She donated $15 to the Tiltify campaign. We'll cover that here in a little bit about our efforts to fight the battle against cancer with the ACS. We got our big string coming up December 7th. So, yes, indeed. But it's now time for Ranger to do what he always does and get his ass kicked by trying to deal with mods. Hey, Friedrich Nielsen says good evening, everyone. Philippe Manacucci says hi, everyone. Hey, guys. All right, let's just get into it. Let me see if there's anything in the store that catches my fancy here. Let me see if there's any mods in here that I might be interested in. See, no. Nope. And pretty much no. No, nothing there. All right. Oh, you guys will be happy to know that I finally took Range Trooper to Gear 12. There he is. Beautiful Range Trooper, Gear 12. Now I'm working on Rex 5s and Echo. They're all going Relic. So, yeah. So, I'm very happy with that. And I got the 4th Zeta on General Skywalker. He is squared away. So, you can see General Annie is now... I can't do anything else with him until I get the get. So, it'll be a while before I can do anything else with him, but I've taken him as far as I can, the 4 Zeta. So, the next Zetas will be going on Echo and 5s, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Excuse me. The hiccups all of a sudden. Drink some water. Water. It does the body good. Alright, let's get into this crap. Let's go suffer through some mods. I, being the good person that I am, have already farmed said mods that we would be dicking around today with. And so let's see if we can get any of them mods, eh? Let's see if we can hit any of them mods or do some slicing. And it has not been going well for us in the slicing category as of late. So I'm pretty sure... Well, let's sell that 4-dot because I don't even want to look at it. It makes me sick. It makes me vomitous. Let's just get that out of here because that will not do a damn thing for us. Okie dokie in the pokey. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do some slicing here. We'll upgrade these, see if we can get a 5. Please get a 5. No, we got defense. Well, we're starting off well. This is turning out beautiful. Oh, the depression is strong today. Oh, we're 0 for 2. Oh, goodness. Let's keep at it. No, more defense. Brilliant. Let's see if we got a circle here. Oh, we got a speed 5. Very nice. I'm definitely going to slice that. So let's slice that sucker. See if we can get... Come on! No. Well, it's still green, so we'll take that. Not the ideal hit, but it's 5. We'll see what happens. You never know what can happen. Let's go to the next one. Speed 5. Very nice. Let's go ahead and slice this baby too. We got the energy. So let's see here. We'll do that. Perfect. We got 10. We can do another slice. Alright, let's see what else is on this mod. We got crit chance. Oh no. It has defense. Well, this is pretty much why is Sidharth Verma saying weaken your squad arenas over and over again? Sidharth. Don't spam. Alright. Undead health. And it's still green, so maybe we can do something with it. We'll lock that mod. That's poop. God. Oh, Rose Taco's here, Finn. He says, I just connected. I always knew Finn was a piece of shit. The dagger's here too. Oh God. Well, that's science. Yes, it is. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okie dokie. Oh, now it's spinning. It's just spinning. It's only mean if it isn't true. Well, there you go. Oh, God. Do I have to re-up the game? Really? Depression. You can't even play the game without the mod depression affecting the damn game. God damn it. Well, let's try this again. We'll try to load the game and see if it'll actually not, spin. That's, so. Oh, God. Alright, Finn, quit playing with your poop. Well, the depression is real here, so Good Lord. Doc Ariok says, love the new content. Thank you, Doc Ariok. I'd love to show you the game, but the game doesn't work. God. Good old Murray says, yeah, mods are buggy as hell since 2 updates ago. Well, it will lock up about 10% of the time for me when upgrading mods. Well, 10% of the time, it locks 100% of the time. Hey, Whittle. He says, hi, all. Hey, Whittle. The Dagger says he's been having connection issues. I understand that, my friend. Well, since we're waiting here, let's play another commercial. Yeah, we'll do another one since it's going to take a minute.
Reality Skewed Gamers has spent more than 1 year bringing you quality gaming entertainment and knowledge, and the RSG crew loves giving back to their fans. With the help of Brockfinity Productions, Reality Skewed Gamers wants to increase the cultural knowledge in addition to the gaming knowledge that their fans possess. So in a departure from the typical gaming information that they provide, we present to you a new segment for cultural growth, Around the World with RSG. Today, we explore France, a country known for its great food, museums, and of course, the Eiffel Tower. Grande Patron will be your guide through France today. Grande, take it away. And that concludes this episode of Around the World with RSG.
There you go, Around the World with RSG and good old Grande Pappy Face Patron. All right, the Dagger. I'm so glad they gave us such a tested and polished product. Yes, Finn. It's wonderful when you're doing mods and playing the game, and then it locks up because you're playing the game.
First time playing an EA game, bro.
Yeah. Well, eventually we'll get back to the mod depression, so here we go. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. It's working. It's working. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, there we are. We're back into the game. So let's go finish up this mod depression like a champ. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I hit the mods. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I have to go through this whole processes again. Let's see.
Stroking the Wookiee with the Kylo mask is a whole different thing, though.
Yeah, it's not good. It's yeah.
It adds a whole different element. It like echoes with Kylo.
Good old Marie says,
it's interesting.
Says, yeah, I blew it. Misspelling and grammar miscues. Well, that's how that happens when you're syphilis. Let's see here. Next mod. Speed 3, I'm not even going to bother because I have a buttload of those and I haven't even sliced them yet, so I'm going to dick around with that. Speed 4 and arrow, critical avoidance. We'll keep that one. I'm not going to slice it right this second, but we'll keep that. And then last but not least, another arrow. Let's see what we get. No. Alright, so pretty good depression today, folks. Yeah. Oh, not selling that one. No, what the hell? I gotta lock that mod. Gold arrow? Hell no, I'm not selling that. That'll go on General Anakin. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put that on Anakin because that's a gold mod. Yes, good. Good. Alright, we'll lock that. Alright, so mod depression is done. Depression. Man, the depression was really pretty strong today, guys. It didn't go very well, so I'm just throwing that out there. But you know what doesn't make me depressed? That's when we do Ross reviews for our fans, and I think it's time we did that. So let's get to the game, Blue Stacks. Get that goddamn porg off the screen, Finn, or I'll mute your screen. Let's go here. We'll go here. There, I've gone full screen. We don't have to look at it. No, now nobody can be seen. Oh, we just got some bits. Hold on, who did some bits here? Let's go back to the... Let's see. We got Dr. Gonzo doing to get that stupid ass critter off there. Thank you for the bits, Dr. Gonzo. All right, back here. All right, we are doing our roster review today, and let me pull it up here. Let me see here. It says, is that right? WRIGHT. Oh, we got some more bits coming in, probably from Dr. Gonzo. Yes, I bet it is. And they're in Twisted Sister. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. Okay, we're gonna take it. Ray Rock win his mod Depression 2.0 coming to the game. Well, anytime they want, so we have that to look forward to. So, all right, let me get to here. Let's do this roster view. Come on. Come on. Come on, stupid phone. Dumb, stupid phone. No, I don't. Oh, Lordy. The depression is rubbing off on the damn phone. All right. Ha. All right. So, is that right? Says, I'm looking for offense and defensive teams. We can look at those. Who to relic and next, especially light side. Mods on my Darth Revan team, and who to farm outside of the current meta. I'm currently slow farming for GAS. All right. So, we'll look at all that stuff. Let's see. What is your GP? We are looking at a 4.3 million GP. He is running the Darth Revan team. He has a relic Darth Revan, a Darth Bastila that's relic, and the rest of the standardized team that you normally see. He's doing okay in arena. He can get into the top 50. Solid enough. Currently, average rank is 53, so pretty good. Let's start going into your teams. We'll start with your Sith Empire team and look at where we're at with speed and other things. So let's go there. Let's go to your Sith Empire. And let's see here. So your speed on your Revan, whose relic 4 is what? 325. That's really solid. Eventually want to go for above 330, but that's fine. Let's see. Bastila, looking at her Hermione 301. Yeah, she would probably be one. We've got that, what's the 24 speed protection. Could take that up, give her 302, but not much you're going to eke out. What's the low speed? Your triangle is the one that's kind of holding you back on your speed overall. We can just get a better triangle, which we'll look at your mods, but you want, the ideal speeds is Revan over 330 and Bastila over 310 is ideally what you're looking for. So, but still solid, still very solid. Your Darth Malik we should be looking at. Let's see here. So tenacity, lots of protection. I like it. Protection. Let's change that. We can get another tenacity mod in there. Is fine for your square. If not, look for something with protection. You want as much protection on a lower tiered Malik when he's not 7-starred. Just to get as much protection on him as possible. I like the arrow. Its arrow's fine. It's got protection and tenacity. Everything else is good. Just we can maybe change out that square. We get something. If you have a tenacity mod that has protection on it, that'd be a big help. Just every little bit helps, right? To translate those hits. But you are running Sith Trooper, so yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Your Sith Trooper probably might get him to 12 eventually, just so but he's fine where he is. And then your HK, we should see some offense on. We do see offense and some potency that works for me, which is damage. It's solid. It's good enough. You may not have it, but if we get an offensive circle with offense secondary, it's 1.21, so that's good enough. It's an offense set. I'll take it. Offense speed. Okay, yeah. So maybe we could pump out a little bit more offense on HK, but you know what? That works. That works fine. So it's really just getting your Malik scored away. So we have to just keep using that get him to 7 stars. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's go through all your teams because we're talking about offense and defense. So your bounty hunters look really good. We got the Jango Lee. Let's check the speed of your boss. This will be your defensive team. Oh, 294. Oh yeah, that's so withered. Looks really good. This is a great team. You still use it on defense. A couple routes you can go with it. You can go full bounty hunters. If you want to, you can throw a nest in there. We'll look at your nest, but as an idea. So, yeah, this is a really good team. I always use in the front line. Feedback I've gotten is people look at that speed on my boss. My boss is 337, I think. My boss, without looking at it off the top of my head, it's over 330. People like that, we have to use CLS or somebody big on that, and it really screws up their plans because they see that team. I mean, CLS can counter it, but they're not using it on other teams. So there you go. All right, so that's a defensive team. Let's look at your. You mentioned GAS. Let's go look at 50 first. How's that coming along? Probably look at that GR. Oh, they're pretty solid actually. You don't have the Zeta. I mean, Ahsoka's 11. She has a Zeta. Fives has the Zeta. Rex doesn't. We need to work on that eventually. But we have to look at your other teams before we start making Zeta requests. But that could be a possibility. Echo, don't worry about it. But you get Ahsoka to Echo to 12. This is a great team you can use. Even with Rex lead, you can put Shakti on the team. You can go Jedi Anakin. I still like Jedi Anakin on the Padme team, but if you want to put Anakin on this team, so Jedi Anakin, Ahsoka, yada yada yada, that'd be good. Let's see here. First Order, and that could be a team that you'd probably use for offense. Kylo Ren First Order, pretty good. Pretty good. Got the Zetas that you need. So this can be... I like this in the back line. I used to use this as a frontline team. You can use First Order for offense. That counters Karth, things of that nature. But it's a great... I like it as a backline team. Especially when you get it up and running. Because it's one of those teams that it just gets so many defensive holds. It's just people see it in the back line. They've used a lot of teams in the front line the way I have my defense set, and they get there. And I mean, I had a couple GSCs where it's like 3 defense didn't beat it, 4 defense didn't beat it. I'm like, key thing is health on Kylo Ren, best speed you can get on with those health mods, and then either if you're using special forces or first order officer, it doesn't matter. Getting that for officer, 244 plus the speed from Kylo Ren makes him really fast, so that's really, really good. So you can use this. I like it's on the backline team. It really forces the issue with some of this stuff. You can use it on the front line if you have to, but it's a great team for defense. Use it for offense, but if you need defensive teams, you want to keep your heavy hitting teams, this is a great one to use. Really good job on your modding, by the way, so far. I haven't seen anything that really stands out that I'm like, oh my god. Let's look at GR overall, your Galactic Republic. The team looks really good. We got the GR team. We have Anakin. Ahsoka needs to go to 12, but you've got the Zetas on the Padme team, which is really good. Looks really solid. You can use that on defense. You can use it on offense. You can use it Darth Revan counter. You can do it all kinds of things. So you got some things here. We do need to work on Shakti. You said you're talking about gas, so I'm sure you're farming her. That's going to be fun. Working on that hard node. Ship hard node for Shakti. We can get her in that mix. I know Gom runs a team with Padme, Kenobi, Shakti, 3PO, and let me see, Jedi Anakin. And that moves your Ahsoka over to the 501st. If we get Shakti as part of that. So that gives you the 3 clones and Ahsoka you can use on offense. But until you have gas, it just gives you some stuff that you can use. You can put Barris on that team if you want. There's a lot of different things you can mix and match here. So for offense and defense, if you need to. Imperial Troopers. Let's take a look at those. Look really, really, really good. Work on getting your range trooper. Don't be like a ranger. But I know it's hard because you're working on other stuff. But eventually you want to get him to 11 and 12. I just got mine to 12, and I'm very happy because now I don't have to hear from the skewers anymore. Baby Hermes says, happy Halloween to you, sir, and to you as well. Ooh, he's got... Finn, look at all those little emojis you put in there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. Let's check the speed of Stark. 270. That'll work. Pro Troopers are a great offensive team. I use them all the time. So, yeah. As long as RNG doesn't screw you, like it screwed me last match I did. Because before that, I'd been undefeated through that GAC with the Troopers, and all of a sudden I hit a Pioneer team where they were rocking and rolling, they were killing, then all of a sudden Death Mark didn't land, and a whole bunch of other funky stuff happened, and I'm just like, what? So, yeah. but they're a really good offensive team. We know your Jedi are going to be scored away. Jedi Knight Revan's an offensive team. I use it for offense. People use it for defense, but I like Jedi Knight Revan, Basilisk, Grandmaster Yoda, Jolie, and Hermit Yoda. You get your Hermit Yoda to at least 11. But you can use this team with the Basilisk to take out Grievous teams. I do it all the time. Even high relics, Grievous's. I've done it in GAC. It works really, really well. Key is Grandmaster Yoda's got to do his AoE first, set off B2, and then once B2's up, you mark and get him down. Then you go beat the crap out of. You'll have to kill Magna Guard if he's on the team. But you're able to take the hits from Grievous. Anybody goes down, you can res him with Jolie. And then you just beat the crap out of B1 until Mark comes back up, and then you mark Grievous. He can't do anything, and you're off to the races. So just check your speed and your Jedi Knight Revan. 293, that's fine. That's totally fine with that team, especially with all the speed bumps he gets. And Grandmaster Yoda offense, really good. Above 6,000. Can't ask for anything more than that. So really good job there. But that's definitely a hard-hitting offensive team that you can use in lots of different ways. Let's look at your Night Sisters. You can use them on offense or defense. Yours are really nicely done. 12, Relic on Daka. She's Relic 2. Fantastic. I love the Night Sisters on defense. I use them on the front line, along with my Padme team. You can only use Tree on one of them. So, and then I usually put the Geos in the back, and I know that they've used Tree for one of those teams, and my Geos get a lot of defense because of that. Because then they're like, crap, who am I going to use for Geos? So, it's a way to force people to have to make decisions about their rosters and stuff. So the reason why I get a lot of wins is like that. And your Night Sisters are fantastic, great, and you can use them on offense if you want to. They work great on offense. I like them on defense, so that gives you some options there as well. Night Sisters, the Elder Republic. You can use these guys for offense. I like them on defense. Yours are really good. Candace, Juhani, Mission Zeta, Zalbar, Karthus, Zeta. They can be countered a lot, but again, I've got mine to where you pretty much you have to use Palpatine or higher on my card team, the way I've got it modded, the way I've got it situated. But it can easily be controlled by like a Palpatine Thrawn team, you know. Now, if they get off on a Palpatine team, they can't come back because, especially if you have them modded correctly, they'll go off. But again, forcing the person to use counters. I like this team on defense. You can't use it for offense, but I like it. First Order counters it, but again, I want them to be using stuff on my card team. So it's a great. I like it as a good placeholder because I like to keep the heavy hitting offense stuff in my inventory, not on defense. Your Rebels, I'm sure, would be great. They are. Look at that. Zeta, good. Fantastic. Nothing to see here. Move along. Great team for offense. Never put them on defense. Don't do it. Just do it. Resistance the same way. Yours is really, really nice. I like it. Really good job on these. Zeta, good to go. That's a great team for offense. Gives you a lot of flexibility. Next team will be your Separatists. And we'll go to your Scoundrels. All right, so we got Grievous Relic. That's really good. You can use him for offense as a Darth Revan killer. You can use him on defense. I like him on defense. It's just my personal preference. I'll put him in the back line as a surprise, mother. We got some work to do on the Separatists, if I would say anything. Round up your Ahsoka. Work on your Shaak Ti, on your GR teams. So you've got the pieces to move around on the board for those different teams with the clones and stuff like that. If you wanted to go clones with Shaak Ti, that's totally fine as a team that you can use on offense or defense, however you want to do it. You're gonna need Shaak Ti anyway for the gas stuff. So your other stuff, you know, when I was looking at your GR team, the two key characters you'll need for Phase 2 is Ahsoka, Snips, and General Kenobi are the two that you really want as relic characters to make a difference in that fight. Eventually you'll have the time to maybe get them all there, but if you're going to focus on two characters that you need, definitely Kenobi and Snips. And then we get to the Phase 4, since we brought up the gas event. Your Separatists are pretty solid. They're not where they need to be. I mean, you can use your Geos on offense. They're good. Night Sister Killer. They're good. They're just a good solid team on offense. They do a lot. You can use them on defense. Yours are quite not at the level that you would want to use them on defense yet. So if we can get them to gear 12, definitely Relic, Geonosis, Brute Alpha. Get the other Zeta on him. That team, if you put on defense, is a nightmare. But your Grievous team is pretty solid. We got to get the gear on Droideka and IG Magnaguard. So once you get your GR squared away and stuff like that, like your Ahsoka, things of that nature, we can come to your Separatists. I think would be the next team that you really need to focus on gear and stuff. You're going to need the Zeta on B2. You're going to need the Zeta on Droideka. You're going to need to get Droideka, B2, Magnaguard squared away. We don't even have B1 unlocked, so we need to start farming B1. Pain in the ass farm, I know, but we've got to start working on him. He's one of the most crucial characters for the Phase 4 of the gas event. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His true damage, especially once he's relicked, is vital to the team. Your Saj is fine at 12 for now. Eventually, she's the second one you may want to relic for that team because she's just, yeah. So we've got to start farming B1. So I think if you're farming Shock T, B1's a hard node. What is B1? He's ship node, right?
Fleet node.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's B1, ETA, and Shock T that are all ship hard node. So, yeah, that makes it fun, Finn. God.
That's fun, right?
But you can use them on
trying to farm all three.
Yeah,
so
if you're gonna use,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, it's not fun. You need B1. Yeah. So let's. If you wanted to do this, I didn't even looked at your ETA, but as fast as ship energy comes back, farming the nodes for both those characters a day, maybe something you want to look into, hitting them each day, so you've got the time to do it. But oh god, yeah, it's not fun. It's not pleasant. So I've been through it. I know what you're about to go through, but he's one of the most important characters for Phase 4, without a doubt. But your Separatists are good enough that you've got the Grievous team. You probably, you could use them on defense as a backline team at best. If you're going to go frontline with them, be very specific with it. Same thing with the Geos. You can put them in the back line. They're still solid as a backline team. If you're going to use them on offense, then just be very careful about who you use them on offense because they're not quite as developed as some of your other teams. Your Scoundrels, I wanted to look at your Nest. She looks good. Very nicely done. Nice, nasty, great speed. Very nicely done with Nest. How are we looking for the Kira team? Kira's 10. L3, Vandor 12, got the Zeta on Vandor. You could work on young Lando and young Han eventually. You've got Stormtrooper Han at 11. You can either go, there's a couple routes. You can get young Lando up to 11 and then run him, Stormtrooper Han, Kira, Vandor, and L3. It's a great backline team. This last GAC match I had, or I think the one previous to it, I can't remember, took the guy 4 times to beat that team. And I had young Lando and young Han with Kira, L3, and Vandor. It's a great team. It's a pain in the ass team. It can be countered, but if you dick around with that team, and especially give it turn meter, good luck. It's really nasty with young Han in there. But Stormtrooper Han works just as effective because you've got like L3 and Stormtrooper Han doing their thing. Kira just needs to be 11, and I'm running Gear 11 Kira along with Gear 11 young Lando and young Han. But yeah, it's a possibility you can think about rounding out eventually. Let's go to your Sith. Sith look great. Traya looks great. You got the Triumphant, that's really good. They're your 12, fantastic. You got the Palpatine Vader combo. I like the Palpatine Vader combo. You can run Empire with that. You can kill card teams. You can kill a lot of teams with Palpatine and Vader. If you're worried about it, you can throw in a Thrawn on that team. So the Triumphant speaks for itself. You can kill Geos. You can on offense. You can kill Night Sisters on offense by themselves. I like to put Sith Trooper on that team, but you got to use your Sith Trooper for your Revan. Eventually, we'll get your Marauder up. Marauder is what I usually run with my Darth Revan team, just for more offense, especially because I use Darth Revan for offense. And I'll put Sith Trooper as a 4th on the trade team. Still get the bandage for undersized, especially like when you're facing Night Sisters, things of that nature. He's getting all that health and regen and stuff back from Traya doing her thing, so it's really nice. Okay. Let's see, Sith, and then we looked at your Sith Empire team. So all in all, really, really good job. ITW. I'm just going to say that because is that right? Saying that over again is going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, this is a really, really good job, my friend. I really like what you've done here. Fantastic job with your stuff. Take the recommendations that your modding's been brilliant. Everything that I've checked so far is been really good. BB8, my nuts says hello there. Well, hey there, BB8, my nuts. Glad to have you here, my friend. But this is a good job. Just focus on those characters we recommended. And now we'll get to your mods, because that's going to be an important thing too. Finn. Oh, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been looking at the mods, Kylo Finn?
I have.
Oh, what are you seeing?
They're scattered.
Explain yourself, Finn.
He has, and I don't know if it's a result of slicing or what's going on, but I'm seeing the Jedi Knight Revan team having a lot of his good mods, and not just the offense set. Like, I can understand the offense set. Although you don't need a fast Grandmaster Yoda, I'm okay with you having a fast Grandmaster Yoda, but your Revan team has a lot of your fastest mods. Now, one of the questions that Ranger kind of brought up, right? You can break into the top 50. It's not always into the top 50. What is the reason that you're not in the top 50, right?
It looks like he's playing a lot because he's consistent with it. So I don't know.
He is, right? But is he only able to do like a couple attacks a day?
Sure,
or is he not able to do like the full arena thing where if he did attack, he could climb into the top 50? Is he feeling resistance? Go ahead, Graham. Sorry.
Yeah, but we really need to talk about the elephant in the room. Why is that plus 23 speed health primary with health secondary mod on Vader and not on Grievous?
Well, there's a lot of there's a few there's a lot of mod issues around here, and
I mean that mod just screams it needs to be on Grievous.
It does. I'm guessing he has it on there because he uses TIE Advanced in his fleet.
Could be.
So it's just a 6A or 6E mod that he'd throw on there. But it is something to kind of look at, right?
No, he's not using it on fleet. He was using it on fleet. Yeah, okay, I see what he did.
No, TIE Advance is in his...
Okay, I saw, I saw it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where what is happening in Arena makes a difference, right, as to what we recommend with mods in terms of, are you trying to get higher? Are you facing difficulty? I think his questions were based around GW or TW and GA, right? In terms of like offense
put that one on Grievous.
So we have the TW and the GA teams and stuff. So if you want to try and increase your GA or your Jedi Knight Revan team in order to counter a Darth Revan team, I can kind of understand some of these, and you're letting your Darth Revan team go a little bit weaker. But if you're not able to rise in Arena, then you're going to want to focus on your Arena team and kind of remod these a little bit. You have a lot of good mods, not a lot of speed sets. They're mainly non-speed sets, actually, especially in like the 20s or in the high 20s. You have a couple in the 20s, and you have 120. What was it? 23, 22. So you could always use some more speed set mods. But I think your mods are a little bit scattered right now. No issue with the number of 6Es with your roster, because you do have a large number of Gear 12 and Gear 13s. So no real concern about the 6Es, although I wouldn't go too overboard with it, because what you're seeing, for example, is like with your Malik. I know we had a time period where you weren't able to buy Shard, but your Malik is 5-star. He's not able to get as much speed as he potentially could because a lot of the speed mods are not there. You have him currently outfitted with tenacity, which is fine, but you might want to switch him a little more to speed, because speed on Malik does make it. It does,
but I kind of understand where he's going with it. It's hard. Yeah, and he's in the chat. He says, my arena opponents have better relics and faster mods. Well, I think we could possibly get you, looking at your mods, maybe get your Darth Revan faster and your Bastila faster. And it makes a huge difference, right? Every little bit, once you start getting around that 330 for Malik and Bastila, if we can get them at those marks, it makes a huge difference in your fights, because especially on offense, it's like night and day. So,
well, is there anything else for you to look at? Because what I'll do right now is I'm going to look at
let's see if we can
what speed he has on Fallen Bastila. I'm just going to look at Fallen Bastila.
Let's look at Fallen Bastila, for example.
Fallen Bastila is probably the one you want to give your fastest speed set. Darth Revan is the one you're going to want to give your second fastest speed set. Darth Revan will still probably go first because of the base speed being higher on Darth Revan, but a fast Fallen Bastila is important.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a kind of a quick comparison of what I think your fastest speed set can be on Fallen Bastila and what you currently have, and we'll see how much speed you can potentially gain on that. So if there's anything else you want to talk about in the meantime, because I'm just going to be writing
Let's
down
do a commercial real quick while you're doing that.
Okay.
So we'll go over here, and then we'll play a commercial. Let's see, which one do I want to play? We'll do this one.
Rage in Galaxy of Heroes is a real thing. Doctors and scientists are looking into how this happens. Watch as we introduce Galaxy of Heroes into a children's show.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Hello, this is the Kermit the Frog, and I'm here today to offer you the first in a series of feedbacks about Darkside territory battles. Before the territory battle, people were happy. And right over here, this is a picture of a happy face. And you can tell that because the face is smiling. And we felt, well, that way because of the territory war beta. And being able to test the war before release. And then all of a sudden, things got really because someone in management decided to be greedy. So management came and released Darkside Territory Battle. Now, that is not the kind of thing that makes you feel happy. That is the kind of thing that makes you feel mad. I think I better talk about being mad. Now, I get mad when companies release things they should. Like when management releases incompetent code for money. You can tell I'm mad by the type of things I say to management.
You big and furthermore, I'm gonna your mother.
So don't fight SWGOH Rage alone. Call your neighborhood support group and get help today.
And we're back. Finn, have you been making some calculations?
I have one last number to calculate here. So currently, your Fallen Bastila is at 301 speed with a speed set of plus 145. That means her base speed is 156, which I think is consistent with a maxed out Fallen Bastila, which it is. Perfect. So if I add these mods onto her, so it's going to be 32, 23, 20... 18, 22, 24, and 15. That gets your Fallen Bastila to 310 speed, so you can gain 9 speed on your Fallen Bastila.
Pretty nice.
And so that makes you have a 154 set. And the way you do that is you leave the arrow and the cross that you have on Fallen Bastila as it is. The square you take off a Darth Revan, the diamond you take off a Darth Revan, the circle you take off a Darth Revan, and the triangle you take off a Night Sister Spirit. You throw those on your Fallen Bastila. Your Fallen Bastila goes to 310 speed.
There you go.
So that makes your Fallen Bastila a little bit faster. I can do the same thing kind of with your Darth Revan. Your Darth Revan may end up going a little bit slower because you actually put some of your better mods on your Darth Revan, but you need your Bastila to go fast. Because if your Revan goes and then your Darth Bastila doesn't go very soon afterwards, then you're going to get completely screwed over. You can potentially have, if you have a taunter like Sith Trooper, the other Revan can go faster, right, and do the fear, and the fear is going to go on your Darth Revan and your Sith Trooper, but your Bastila ends up being your saving grace. So
Good old Mike says, remind me never to listen to this with headphones again.
What commercial did you play?
No, Kermit one.
Oh, Kermit. Oh, yeah, the beeps.
The beeps and lots of beeps.
So that would be what you would do for Fallen Bastila. And then...
All right.
Yep, so he says, the reason my Revan and Yoda have high speeds was when Jedi and Thrawn were able to counter Darth Revan.
Gotcha.
I tried to keep speed on my tunes and put speed on... Yeah. So that makes sense. I mean, it is... it makes sense why you have it on your Jedi Knight Revan. But if you're having difficulties in your squad arena, you are going to want to consider putting faster mods on there so you can get higher, get the extra crystals. Potentially, if you really wanted to and make a better Jedi Knight Revan team for your counters, you could always switch just before GAC lock-in and then switch back for arena and just have those sets. Basically, you switch between Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan and figure out exactly how you would switch, and you could set it up that way.
Yeah, just give me some ideas of what you can do with your speeds and stuff. But ideally, your goal is to get Revan to 330 or higher, Bass to 310 or higher. Especially if your Revan goes first, because your first move in offense is to do his AoE shock that gets ferocity going and gets your Bastila even going faster. So if she's like close to the other Bastila, she could be like 1 or 2 speeds slower. She'll still go before the other Bastila, and that makes a huge bit of difference. So just something to consider. We're just throwing some stuff out there for you, my friend. Dr. Gonzo with some more cheers and bits and stuff. Thank you very much. So yes, so just consider that. This is some ideas on your modding, things of that nature. You do what you want to do, my friend. You've done a pretty good job with the other characters, with your mods and your speed sets, things of that nature. All right, is there anything else we need to? I think we covered pretty much everything we need for your roster review there, buddy, that you want us to look at. Who to farm, where to farm, that kind of stuff. Look at your mods in depth. You just give you some ideas. Dr. Gonzo with some more bits and cheers. Yay! All right. I think that kind of hits it. So, all right.
I'm just going through and trying to find his second fastest set for him, just so if he wants it, we can put that together. So I'm running through that right now for him. So we'll get you
square up there, Daryl. All right. So that being said, Finn, how does someone get a roster review for RSG?
Simple. Head on to the RSG Discord, PM me, Finity, saying that you want a roster review. Please include a link to your GG page.
Not
Kylo Finn.
No, not
it's
Kylo
just
Finn.
Finity.
Yes.
Yeah. Finity is there, but it's yeah.
Not Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, but Finity.
So message me saying you want a roster review. Please include a link to your GG page and make sure that I message you that you are in the queue. If I don't say that you are in the queue and respond to you, chances are that I have missed your message, and so you're probably not on the queue. So just message me again in 24 hours. Make sure you're there. If I don't respond again in 24 hours, just message me. I don't mind you guys bothering me if I missed your message. So just go ahead and just make sure that I get you on that queue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So then once the wait about is 1 to 2 weeks right now. When your roster review comes close, I'll message you saying that your roster review is coming up. I'll get the information from you as to what you want us to review and schedule a specific date where your roster review will happen so you know which lunch stream that you are going to have your roster review done on. So it's that simple.
Yeah, and Finn, we can get you bumped in the line because we have our Patreons, right? We love our Patrons, and if they become a green Patreon or more, they can get their roster review to the front, along with some other things that you can see here. I got the Patreon page going up right now with all the benefits when we do mini roster reviews, and I try to do those once a week. If you have certain questions you want to look at, you get to the top line of that as well. We do fun stuff like you and Grande for the Patreons did a battle royale 1v1 thing. What else? We do workshops. We have monthly where the skewers.
I'll mention this really quick too. It's Halloween today, so the blue patrons would get their mod session for October, but because it's Halloween, we'll actually do your mod session tomorrow. So for blue patrons, your October mod review is going to be tomorrow. We're going to go over a simple way that I know a lot of you guys don't like dealing with mods. There is a strategy you can use in order to do mods one time and then just kind of maintain it very easily afterwards. So we'll go through that tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, I think around 10 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have the blue mod session to go over a modding technique that requires a one-time kind of load of all of your mods. It takes a little bit of time the first time, then afterwards, it's simple afterwards. So we'll go over that.
Science. Finn, we got to talk about the ACS campaign too. We're trying to raise money for the ACS. I'm going to pull up the Tiltify right now. We are raising money to fight the fight against cancer, and especially pediatric cancer. Let's see where we're currently at, Finn. We are at $5,326 of the $17,500 that we're going for. And we got that big stream coming up in December, Finn.
We do, December 7th.
And what's some of the cool stuff that, like, we got the wristbands. I'll show mine. Finn's wearing his. You get to see the wristband. You can get $15. Maz, the lovely Maz, I think, got one today. So you can support our fight to fight cancer and get rid of it all together with ACS's efforts. So we're trying to reach 17,500. So if you'd like to support us by either get a wristband or donating to some of the challenges as we get ready for the big stream in December. Because Finn, when we get to December 7th, we ain't stopping until we hit that 17.5 mark, man. I feel like we're doing a gas event all over again, but we're going to do it. This is for these.
We
kids.
are going to push the limits. Push it to the limit. At the point of no return. Okay.
And you can see here that for RSG, you can see that we've got the video of when we went visited the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. We hung out with the kids and brought them stuff and played Battlefront 2. And I was dressed up as Darth Revan. Finn was dressed up as Jedi Counselor Finn. So there you go. So if you'd like to support that, you can. And then last but not least, if you are really suffering from mod depression and it's just kicking you in the ass, check out Ranger J 1999 modding services. I can mod anything. I can do your entire roster. I can do some of your roster. Whatever it is you want me to do, just message me, Ranger J 1999. I charge $15 for every 500k total GP. I'll work with you on the price. We'll set up a date and time. We'll get in there. We'll get your stuff fixed. And just message me, good old Ranger J 1999, and we will have fun. If you want to hang out with me, $20 more for a video call. And yeah, people enjoy it. I enjoy meeting the people that I do it for. Have a good time, and they get to ask me questions just about the game, and then we hang out. And so yes, so there you go, Ranger J 1999 modding services. Check it out. Message me. It's a great gift for the holidays, Finn. I don't know if you knew that, but it is.
It is,
It's a
and
great
other special occasions.
Yes, like anniversaries, birthdays, bar mitzvahs.
Okay. So I just did the numbers. If you mod your Fallen Bastila to 310, you only lose 3 speed on your Darth Revan. So your Darth Revan would go from 325 to 322. So you'd still be above 320. So that would put your Darth Revan in a better spot.
That works for me. All right, Finn. I have a sneaky suspicion I'll be doing the questions today.
You are, because I have to get to a meeting.
Okay. So we'll get the events going, and I'm going to pull up Nightbot. So it's funny how that works. Finn has to leave, and I have to do
Bye, peoples.
the questions. So everyone say goodbye to Kylo Finn.
I'll answer questions again later, but I have to jump into a meeting.
Yeah, go do your stuff. So
if there's any questions for me, we'll do another session later.
yeah, we'll do it. So there you go. All right, let me get the questions going. We'll get the events going in the game. I gotta check the stores real quick. So give me a second while I check everything and check your questions on this Halloween. All right, let's see, 31st. There we go. We got that going. All right, let me check the stores real quick. Then I'll get the event going, and then it'll be fun. All right, let me see what we got in the store here. I need stuff. All right, do I need any of those for the clones? I do, so I'm going to purchase those. Stungasaro is good. We'll take that. Okay, no. Wait, let me look. I do need some of those. Give me those. No, nothing there. Let's check the mods, see if there's anything goldy that we like. No, we don't like any of that. It's poop. Okay, and let's check this. Anything in here of value? Not really. No. Okay, I'll get some of those. Always can use the MK3s. They're good. And then this, and then okay. All right. Purchase these real quick, and then we'll rock and roll with the questions. So get your questions in, because we're gonna go fast and furious today on the questions. So let me pull up the Ewok event, then I'll go do GW with gas, and then we'll rock and roll. So let's do this. Battle 7-star wicket. Go forward, Ewoks, and kill. All right. Let's see here. First question from Algie Dumpling. She says, question, Kylo, I'm wondering if you could help me. Should I blame Finn for the fact that my Kieran, the troublemaker, ordered the movie Mona last night off YouTube, charging $22 to my PayPal account. What? Oh no!
Oh, a Disney movie from YouTube. Ouch. Yeah, that's definitely Finn's fault.
Finn, what have you done, you monster? How could you? All right. What else in E3? Question: which would be better for Asajj? A triangle with offensive primary skill or crit chance primary skill? I think both work. I mean, I'm trying to think. I think I went crit damage with mine still. I haven't really done too much with my Asajj in a while, but it works out pretty well. I think both work. Offense or crit chance. I don't have a problem with either. So, I mean, especially once she starts ramping up, you get that crit damage getting in there. It's pretty nice. We went pure offense just for her basics and stuff as her damage runs up. I've seen both work. There's no right or wrong answer on that. Sniff says, question just got CLS today. Congratulations. Says Gear 8. Kit kind of sucks, but I'm still stoked. Could you give me a real quick overview of modding and gameplay? So CLS, I went damage with him. I think I have a speed set and a crit chance set on mine. Got him fast because I want him to take as many turns as possible. A lot of offense crit. He's an offensive character and stuff. For me anyway. That's how I kind of have him modded. Trying to think. When you're using him, it's you want to use his ability that flips him over so you can ignore taunt. That's always important, especially on a rebel team with Han, Chewie. Other rebels that you'll see is Old Ben. Sometimes people use Chase. You have to be careful with that. Especially if you're using Chewie and you're getting his guard. You want it on CLS, so it makes him a pain in the ass. Tanks usually don't mess around with that. Like say if you go CLS, Han, Chewie, Old Ben, Bay or Bays, then it's going to stay on CLS. But it's like when you put 3PO or somebody in there, it works out pretty well. There's teams that CLS, Han, Chewie can take out quite a lot. They are just vicious, especially once you get him to Gear 12. You don't have to worry too much about his leader relic. I think it's looking at I don't have it up right now, but the leader's the last one. I still haven't done the leader on CLS. And the team works fantastic. His other abilities are more important for mod or for his Zetas and stuff like that. So there's other ways you can mod him. I always think damage with CLS and speed, but you can go through different routes with it. It's what you have available too. Sometimes what you have dictates what you can do and stuff. So yeah. Let's go to the next question. Zen420 question: what teams in GAC can you beat with the Gear 11, Darth Revan, Darth Bastard, Malak, and HK? On offense, quite a few actually. It's just such a good team. I don't know if you have the Zetas on them. If you do, then team can do quite well on offense. Your higher upper echelon teams like a Padme, you're going to run into some problems, or another Darth Revan, possibly a Jedi Revan. But any other team, it'll just wreck. I mean, just wreck the crap out of. But just be careful. Just kind of look at your mods play a bigger impact on that as well. Speed, but at that level, they just don't hit quite hard enough. I don't know if you have all the Zetas, so you have to be careful with that team. It's dynamite. Even Gear 11 Revens can be pretty good, but again, you're lacking a little bit of the survivability. I don't know what the speeds are on that team, so just be a little bit cautious with it. But if you can get your Darth Revan going first and your Bastard going first, it sets you off in a lot of ways, and it beats a lot of teams that you can use it for. But until you get into 12, just be cautious with it. I definitely want to put it on defense. I can tell you that much. Buzzsaw VG question: is the gas leader Zeta worth it? Yes, it's the last Zeta that I did. I meant to hit. Yeah, thank you. Can I hit my gas? It was the last one I did. General of the 501st. The last part of it, it gives when all enemy gain above, or when an enemy gains above, they get 2% second offense. It's really nice, but it wasn't the one I did. The first two I did was his basic and Hero with No Fear. Then I did the Chosen One and the General of the 501st. That's kind of the order that I went in. So there you go. But it is worth it. That that stacking offense, especially with the teams you're using, things of that nature, it adds up. And when you got Rex and you got Echo doing their thing and they're getting stacking offense, they will harm somebody. That's what makes that so good. But compared to his other abilities, like Here with No Fear, Fear Slash, pretty nice. That's why I recommend those first. And if you did general the fire first for the chosen one, wouldn't have any problem with it. So, but that's kind of the order I went. Take it for what it is. L Dub says, question, is it worth it to spend guild tokens on first order special forces TIE fighter pilot and ship strictly to have first order prepared before Rise of Skywalker? If you can get him to 7 stars, gear 11, I'd leave him there. He is great if you're going to use him on the team, then you go all in. I just like first order officer better, but special forces is just as good on that team with what he does. So yeah, I mean, his ship's okay. The character's pretty solid, actually. I mean, the ship's fine. It works fine. It's not bad. It's not good. It's kind of in between for me. It can do some good things for you, but the character itself can do some really good things. And some people like special forces more than like first order officer. I like first order officer more because of the turn meter that he gives. There's no right or wrong answer on that one either. But yeah, it is worth it to get him to 7 stars. I don't know what Rise of Skywalker is going to entail with the characters and what you'll need and stuff. But yeah, hey Gino, she says hi all. Hey Gino. Mockwest's question, Grim, did you look to see if that right, is that right has a 7-star Thrawn? No, that's just us. See what I'm dealing with here, Grim?
Yeah.
Just get him. Just Graham, I'm telling you, if you don't get it, it's going to be very bad. JTB question: is CG trying to Judge Training Bungus question? Is CG trying to screw up the beat game mode, the game mode that keeps players engaged? G Buzz, not sure what he means. Beat game mode.
There's a game mode that keeps the players engaged. What?
What? What are you talking about? Beat the game. You don't beat this game. The game beats you. Zen420 question: what's a nightmare speed and speed order for Night Sisters? Fast zombie, fast spirit, Daka that's relic with tons of health. Because as you eventually start killing characters, she starts stacking that crap. High damage on Asajj and Talzin with crazy potency, which is dropping those plagues. I mean, fast zombie and fast spirit are a nightmare to deal with because they just go over and over again, constantly taunt, constantly doing damage. Spirit gets that foresight going immediately. She starts hitting hard. She can one-shot characters. I've seen it happen. It's nasty. So that's the nightmare scenario you have to deal with. The good thing about Trey is the plague doesn't stick, the stuns don't stick. That's why it's such a great counter for Night Sisters, because it just ignores all that nonsense. So yeah, that's why it's such a good team. Let's see. Stings question: do you think they'll revert the fleet energy to what it was before gas comes back? Nope. Portugal, sorry, Stings, they're not doing it. I never say never, but no. Portugal question: are double drops in Cantina tomorrow? Or is just the Galactic Chase? It's just the good old Galactic Chase, my friend. Sorry to burst your bubble. That's what's going on. I didn't hear any announcements for double drops. Am I crazy, Grim? They could surprise us, but I'm pretty sure it's just a normal Galactic Chase, correct?
Yeah, there's not going to be any double drops.
No. Let's see. Stonewall.
I think the days of that are probably over.
Well, we've got the anniversary coming up, so they'll do something like that for the anniversary, right? They'll always do something like that.
3 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards.
No, they've done double drops before, so it'll be something like that. Stonewall question: do you think it's better to put first order stormtrooper on a RJ team or Finn on a crew team to get the FN fleet? Oh God, the Finn first order stormtrooper combination that they're putting in.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see that as part of the feats? I mean, honestly, I'm ignoring that feat. It's probably going to be like 100. I'm just going to be like, no. I mean,
Wait. They want you to put Finn and First Order Stormtrooper together on the same team.
yes. And win.
What the hell are they smoking?
I don't know. But we looked at that one just scratching our heads going, what? Okay? Okay? So I am completely miffed on that one myself.
I will quote, some of the other people in the community. Does CG even play the game?
That's what we said yesterday. I am completely miffed on that one. I mean, there's no synergy. So let's say you put Finn on a first order
complete
team.
opposite factions.
Yeah, and you have to get a victory, so that's going to be just as... I mean, you can find a weak team and do it for the feat. That's really not the issue, but it's like upper echelon team people, like you get to Division 1, unless someone goes full Monty defense, or you can work with somebody and you talk to, like, hey, put this on, which you really don't know your face until it's done, if you get to them in time. Unless that's like 500 GAC and stuff like that and points, I'm not even going to bother with that. Why would I take Finn off my resistance team when he's so nasty on that team and put or take someone off that team and put Stormtrooper in? I guess you can put First Order Stormtrooper in as your tank and your resistance team, or you can take off Executioner. Or when you're offense,
you need
doesn't make sense. Yeah,
to face crap teams for that to even have a chance of working.
Well,
and
I mean, like
you said, at high echelon, it's not going to happen.
For Karth team, you could get away with it possibly. I can see you doing with the Karth team. Resistance on offense is resistance on offense. I mean, First Order Stormtrooper is just there, but it gimps the team because it's not another resistance character to get BB-8 doing his payout. But if you're faster than the First Order team or some team that you're facing, you still could get away with it, right? But again, you have to find the right situation to do it. I don't think that's fun. There's no having us. That one boggles my mind. Let's see. BJ Finlay says, question, sorry, I'm sure you probably answered this a whole bunch, but I want to know, how should I mod Malik? Well, it's real simple. If you're below 7 stars, we saw an example today with Wright's roster view, heavy on the protection. You got to run Sith Trooper with it because he's gear 11. Can't really push the envelope beyond that because you can't put 16 mods on. Now, when you get him above there, I've seen a couple people go different routes. They go high tenacity with really good speed, tons and tons of protection. So they lose some of the speed, but he's just a pain in the ass to deal with because you can't land anything on him, and he's a poo. He's a pain in the ass. The other one is just super fast, where he goes first, has high protection, high speed. You're not worried about the tenacity. He's going first. He goes and gets rid of the taunt on the other team, and then you see the Darth Revan take off and do his thing, and then your team is basically hosed. So with the fear and stuff, and they're off to the races. So you can do it. There's a couple ways like that. Lower tier Maliks, definitely as much protection as you can get on them. Best speed you can get on them. You're going to be limited by the fact that you can't put 60 miles on them. So do the best you can. LW question: what does First Order counter outside of Karth? So some people use First Order as a backup to get rid of Malik in case like their Darth Revan team fails and they've got Malik running there.
It could do decent against bounty hunters, but most of the higher end teams,
the bounty hunters high end really speed will go first, and you're basically a host. I'm trying to think here. First Order, Karth, definitely. What other teams you see on defense that I can do? I'm going through the scenarios in my head.
Until they get more characters, that's pretty much what they're stuck at.
Yeah, Biscuit, possibly Night Sisters. I could see that. Problem is Plague.
Yeah, they don't do very well against Night Sisters. once plague lands.
Watt on the team could help. Yeah, Matthew 1901. I can see that. There's not a lot of teams. I like it on defense more. It's just offense. Carthy definitely wrecks. Any lower tier team will wreck. But the problem with that team, it's all about control and trying to get like your executioner up on damage. A lot of those upper echelon teams just do not allow you to do that.
Now, if you're running the Stunlock team, though, it could work.
They could work because you're working Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot. You're right.
And you can Stunlock the entire opposing
Like if you go
team.
through like clones, they're going to destroy First Order. Rebels will destroy First Order. Resistance will destroy First Order. Yeah, I guess mirror match. It's very niche in who you use it for. It's so weird. On defense, it works pretty well. On offense, it's very specific counters. I haven't used it enough on offense to really give you a really solid answer on that. But I do like the addition of Juan on that team. Could make a difference because then you're really doing some stuff with that team.
Yeah, those techs.
So, yeah. All right, I'm getting sidetracked with GW. Not that it matters. We're just watching Gas slaughter everything.
Actually, I could see that working. You put the tech that gives masked Kylo turn meter every time the opponent takes turn.
Oh, yeah,
turn,
that's nasty.
And then he's constantly spamming his
yeah,
I hit you really hard.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby at all. All right. Ouchie says, Ranger, you didn't get all my question. It was in 2 parts. No, I didn't, Ouchie, because if you didn't put question from the statement, it didn't scoop it up, huh? So, remember, you got to put question each time, or it's not. If you're going to do a 2-part, you have to put question still in front of your statement. That's why I got cut off, if that's the case. So, sorry, Ouchie girl. I'm limited by the technology. If you want to put the second part of your question in there, I'll be more glad to answer that. Ouchie girl. The Sage question, how do you have Chirpa modded? You know, I haven't even looked at my damn Ewoks. God. Let's look.
I don't. That's my answer.
Yeah.
I don't have him modded.
What do I have on Chirpa? Just look real quick. Oh, he's missing a mod. Well, that sucks.
But then again, I don't have mods to spare to put on everybody's.
Filter, no. Speed. It's doing some modding here. That's what happens. There we go. I got some potency and stuff on them. I don't use the Ewoks that much to really be a good thing for you.
Oh, I see the second part of her question.
What is it?
The charging to PayPal, and then it says, which was linked to my checking account, which didn't have any money in it, thus resulting in an overdraft of $12 in fees from the bank.
Oh, no. Yeah, you need to, like, not allow him to have access to that period. Like,
wow.
No.
Ouch.
No. Oh, no. I mean, Karen just being Karen, and I get it, and it's hard to be mad. He just wanted to watch a movie.
Wow.
And the other sense, he doesn't.
Well, yeah, he didn't. He didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
you know.
I still blame Finn.
Yeah, I blame Finn. Finn sucks. Stupid Finn. But yeah, that sucks. Oh no. Well, I mean, you do the best you can. Kids are kids, man. Ugh, that sucks. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Matt Bailey, what's up, my friend? He says, question. Yesterday I asked you to use your connection to get Malik back to the store. Today Malik is back in the store. Coincidence? I think not. I don't know what you're talking about, Matt. I don't have any connections to CG. And even if I did,
well,
if I did, my response would be, I have no connections at CG. Because I'm not going to tell you if I have
the only real
connections at
connection
CG.
we had was Carrie, and that wasn't much of a connection.
Sure, go
other
with
than
that.
just being a friend, you
Sure,
know?
go with that. Yeah, I don't know anybody else over there that I could talk to and get stuff to happen.
Because Carrie was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know anybody over there or have any connections, so nothing to see here. Move along. JTB question. Sorry, I was referring to GAC. Oh, I have to go back and look at the transcript. Oh, with the GAC game mode. I don't know what they're doing with GAC, man. But here we go again.
Oh, just wait until they do the character bands.
Oh, I'm sure. Buzzsaw question: how many porgs does it take to make a pork burger? I think one can make 4 good-sized patties, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact ratio. It depends on for the amount of meat on the pork for said patties. What do you think? 2 to 4 patties, really good patties from each pork.
Yeah, I'd say 2 would probably be a good number there.
Yeah,
because they're the size of like the small game ends.
Sure.
So.
All right, and let me see if there's any more questions. Nope, that's the last question, so there we go. All right, yay. Yeah, I would blame Finn too. Ouch, you'd kick him in the balls. That's true, good old Maurice. The higher relics on First Order Executioner crew does make a huge difference with their speed and damage and stuff like that, but it's hard for me with First Order to see like solid matchups, right? When you just think about some of this stuff, if you don't, I'm not talking with Watt, that's a different ball game. But when you think about First Order, right? It's really hard. The problem with First Order is that they don't have like a thing that really, like JTR. There's a certain strategy with it. CLS has a certain strategy to it. First Order is like, okay, Kylo can do his stuff, and it's really just getting Executioner going, right? Because he just starts Kassan chopping everything. But for certain teams, that just doesn't play. And they
don't really have their mechanic that makes them stand out. You know?
I mean, Executioner, especially Relic, is a monster, but he can be stunned, and there's ways to get around that team and just really dictate it. They really hurt when it comes to speed, and that's a really important factor. That's why with JTR, it's not that, and JTR's ability is just so counter what First Order does. It's stupid. I mean, Crew's taunting, you got the Zetas and everything, and then here comes JTR. Get that out of there. And then and once JTR gets off to the races, I mean, it's brutal. I do like the Watt addition, but if we're just talking First Order as a team, it's an older team. It hasn't been worked on. The speed's lacking. The damage outside of Executioner is a little bit lacking. I mean, you can ramp up Kylo Ren to a certain point, but mass Kylo Ren, but it's hard. I'm not saying that it can't be done, and I'm sure when they get Relic, it makes a difference too. But these new teams that come in and just they're nasty. If you think just First Order versus Jedi Revan, Jedi Revan's going to own. Yeah, Darth Revan, they're going to get owned. Padme's going to own that team. Gas, when he's up and running, will own that team, right? Night Sisters will own that team, right? Geos. I mean, you just start going down and you think about what the other team does with their concept, and you think about what First Order does. And I'm a First Order tard. I love them, but I love them on defense because they're a pain in the ass team to deal with on defense. But when I'm going to use it for offense, it's like, God.
Yeah. When CG released the first Revan, they really set the power bar super high for all the other teams. That's why a lot of the older teams like First Order and some of the Imperial Troopers can't really do as much as they used to.
They can. It's just like
Stuff
First
like
Order.
that.
They
it's
can,
just
but
they set the power bar so high, and now they're basing all the new characters off that power bar. That the rest of the like characters and teams are getting left behind.
Yeah, Rogue One, First Order can easily handle. They can handle troopers. They can handle Karth. I'm just going down the list of teams. Ewoks is a little pain in the ass, but if you're on offense against the Ewoks, you can kind of manipulate and control the Ewoks, right? Phoenix, it'll wreck. So, I mean, there are teams that you can see on defense that I would give First Order the advantage, but when I start thinking about these other teams, I'm just like, in the scenario, 9 out of 10 battles, who's going to win, and that's what kind of based my thinking on. Now, as you as the player, you're playing it, so you're going to have an advantage because you're just smarter than the AI. You can't factor in RNG because you never know when that's going to hose your ass. But yeah, it's just one of those teams. It has its purposes. It can do stuff, and it's worth the investment. I think it just frees me out to have more teams on heavy hitter teams on offense. But yeah, I mean. And it is nice because a lot of people put Karth down on defense, so that's just you just know your first order is going to go in there and wreck, right? So yeah, Ouchie, that's me. It's pouring rain here. It's miserable weather. I'm miserable. I didn't sleep worth a shit last night, guys. So the rest of the day, I'm not going to be doing much. I have not slept. I'm about to take a Benadryl and try to get some rest because I'm literally miserable right now. My eyes are watering. You see me doing this, and my nose is just... I'm absolutely in misery right now. This time of year absolutely sucks for me. So, no, that's not my tears. I'm not peeing in the floor. I'll pee my pants, but damn it, I'm not going to pee on the floor. Yet. Maybe. Possibly. But I want to go out.
Well, we do got the super long
and...
stream coming, so
no, you never know. But yeah, I'm in misery. I didn't sleep worth a shit last night. I mean, I'm absolutely miserable. I'm literally going to take a Benadryl, turn off the lights, and then I'm not doing anything the rest of the day because I am just that miserable. I was going to do maybe some Battlefront tonight. I'll see how I feel, but probably not because I'm just not feeling good. You know, when you have allergies, it's just debilitating. You know, and I don't like taking any kind of medication when I don't have to. I do it sparingly, but sometimes you just have to say, look, I haven't slept well in 2 or 3 days, so I kind of need to, like, you know, just suck it up and take some Benadryl. Problem is, I have to take a lot of Benadryl because drugs that knock you out don't really work on me. That's why I have to drink a ton of alcohol before I even feel a buzz. Like, I'm one of those guys when they give you anesthesia, they're like, why aren't you asleep? Did you give me the medication? Yeah.
I know that feeling, dude. Like when I went to go get one of my teeth worked on, the you know, the dentist shot me up with that Novocaine and stuff. And, you know, are you numb? I think so. And then she went to go drill, and I'm all, ow, ow. So she stabbed me again, She's all,
weird,
are you
man.
Taking any drugs that you aren't telling me about? Or
yeah, I know. It's just been like that for a long time. And it's just, so when I get a migraine, like, I have to take a lot more than I want. That's why I'm very, very particular when I take medication. So, but yeah, I got to take a Benadryl. This is just driving me absolutely bonkers. All right, I don't think there's any more.
I want to do a quick check for.
Yeah,
if there's
living
any
in
more
Georgia
questions.
is pretty awful. You know, I'm looking. There hasn't been anything. Finn's going to be hanging out in the chat at 2 p.m. So we'll have that going on. The Dagger says, "Weekday Ranger, take a day off for yourself." And absent makes the heart grow fonder. Well, there you go. And you'll have Finn in there and stuff. I mean, I wanted to stream a little bit tonight, maybe do some Halloween stuff, but the weather's miserable. I'm miserable, and you know, yeah, it sucks because you're trying to sleep and you just can't because your nose is running and your eyes are watering and you're sneezing. So you're like, well, that sucks. Oh, Biscuit Wheel says I was stationed in Benning. Yeah, the land that God forgot. Yes, I know about all Fort Beginning. Spent pretty much most of my military career there. Let's see, there was the airborne training and ranger training and RIP and this and that and infantry and oh god, Fort Benning almost became like a second home to me, Graham. Let me tell you, yeah. So too much time at that place, and just for training. I was never. You know, just training. Then I was assigned with the Rangers there, so it was like, oh, good Lord. So, yeah. There's a reason why they say they have the wall around the Rangers to keep the Rangers in.
What is that? Where the
we're a little notorious for we're a little notorious for
from?
yeah. We spend a lot of time in the woods and training and stuff, and then when we get into it's time we get like a 3-day weekend or something. It's like party. Oh Lord, and Oh, third bat, baby. Third bat, man. Come on, Biscuit. Come on, Biscuit. Come on, Biscuit. Yeah, my affiliation is still 75th Ranger Regiment. So every person you'll see, they have like a little crest over here. Every unit has a crest, and that's your unit affiliation. Mine's always been with the 75th. But that represents all the Rangers. I mean, there's actually more than 3 bats. The other 3 bats are for training purposes, like for Ranger School. So you have 4th, 5th, and 6th bat. But they're part of the training. So you have the one in Fort Benning, that's 4th Training Battalion. The Mountain Phase in Dahlonega, Georgia is 5th. And then Eglin Air Force Base in Florida for Swamp Phase is 6th Battalion. So, yeah. Indeed. So, there you go. All right. With that, I think we can call this one done. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to go knock myself out unconscious. Yeah, to keep the Rangers in the U.S. That's right. But Finn's going to be in the Discord. I'll be dead to the world, so I may be doing a few things, just doing my normal things and dailies and stuff, but I'm pretty much going to be on a commission today. So if you need anything, of course, always message me. I got my phone, and I'll always respond to anybody that needs either questions answered, if you want to set up a mod review for my services, things of that nature. But yeah. So, and then tomorrow we'll have, tomorrow will be busy. We're going to have the lunch stream. We'll have a couple hours into Naruto. Then I think we're doing something with the Patreon, something like that. So
Nice.
we'll have a lot of stuff. And then Saturday I'm going to do a big stream for Battlefront. I mean, I was going to do a few hours tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to do like 4 or 5 hours of Battlefront. Just to have fun with you guys. So with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for stopping in. Make sure you hit those thumbs up, subscribe, think about becoming a Patreon, yada, 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 humana, humana, humana. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace out.